Have you ever felt the quiet stillness of the night and wondered if you are truly alone, or if someone is trying to speak to your heart while the world sleeps? That moment before you close your eyes is not just ordinary. It is a sacred window, a divine invitation to encounter the presence of God in a way that can transform your soul. Tonight, I want you to pause and recognize that the restless thoughts, the unspoken fears, and the unanswered questions in your heart are not meant to weigh you down, but to bring you closer to the one who knows every secret of your soul. In this moment, as you lay your head down, consider the message Jesus has for you, words of comfort, guidance, and hope that can ignite a peace deeper than any human understanding. Joshua Selman often teaches that the spiritual significance of the time before sleep is profound because it is a point where our defenses are down and our hearts are most open to divine influence. If you ignore it, the night passes as ordinary, yet when you choose to pause, to pray, and to listen, you allow God to speak directly to your spirit. This is your opportunity to release the burdens of the day, to surrender every anxiety and fear, and to receive supernatural guidance for tomorrow. Do not underestimate the power of this nightly devotional moment. It is more than a routine. It is a sacred encounter. Tonight, let the stillness of your room, the quiet of your mind, and the calm of your heart create an atmosphere where heaven can speak into your life. Imagine the release of tension, the calming of your soul, and the peace that flows when you align yourself with God's will before sleep, allowing the words of Jesus to seep into your spirit and prepare you for a night of true rest and divine restoration. As you lie there in the quiet darkness, you may feel a subtle unease creeping into your thoughts, a lingering worry, a question without an answer, or a heaviness you cannot explain. It is in this fragile moment that the extraordinary often begins to unfold. For God chooses to speak most powerfully when our hearts are most open, when the mind is still, and when we feel most vulnerable. Imagine a presence so real and so comforting that even the shadows of your room seem to bow before it, filling the space with an unexplainable warmth and assurance. Many nights pass unnoticed, but tonight can be different. Tonight, the message of Jesus can reach you in ways that surpass ordinary understanding. Joshua Selman teaches that spiritual breakthroughs often come at the edge of our patience, in moments of doubt, and in the stillness of a quiet room where the soul is most receptive. You might question whether God is listening or if his guidance will reach you. Yet it is precisely in this suspense, in this tension between uncertainty and hope, that faith is activated. The fears, the racing thoughts, and the restless energy that have kept you awake are not obstacles. They are invitations to lean into God's presence and discover his peace. Picture your worries slowly dissolving as you invite his voice into your spirit, your heart aligning with his divine plan, and a calm assurance settling in place of anxiety. The night, which once felt heavy and endless, now becomes a sacred canvas for God's intervention. Every heartbeat, every breath, and every thought can be transformed into a channel for divine communication. Tonight can mark a turning point in your spiritual life, your emotional well-being, and your ability to trust fully in the promises of God. You are not alone, and even in your most restless moments, his presence is ready to speak life, hope, and restoration directly into your soul. Now, as the night grows deeper and the world around you drifts into slumber, there is a sacred opportunity before you, a chance to receive a message from Jesus that could shift the course of your life. Many overlook this quiet moment before sleep, dismissing it as ordinary, yet it holds extraordinary spiritual power. This is the time when your heart is most receptive, when your spirit can align with divine guidance, and when God can speak directly to your soul without distraction. Joshua Selman often reminds us that these small, intentional moments of devotion can create a lasting impact, transforming not just our nights, but our entire days. Imagine the peace that washes over you as your fears are replaced with hope, your anxiety is replaced with assurance, and your restless mind is filled with the comforting presence of God. Tonight, you have the opportunity to release every worry, to surrender every burden, and to open your heart fully to His message. This is not a ritual of empty words. It is a spiritual practice that invites transformation, renewal, and divine insight. As you meditate on His promises, envision your heart illuminated by His love, your thoughts guided by His wisdom, and your spirit restored by His grace. Do not let sleep come without acknowledging this divine invitation, this message from Jesus that speaks directly to you right here, right now. Let your heart respond in faith, your spirit rise in expectation, and your soul rest in the assurance that God is not only aware of your struggles, but is actively working on your behalf. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notifications so you can see our new videos early. Tonight can be a turning point, a night of spiritual clarity, peace, and the profound realization that every quiet moment before sleep is a doorway to God's presence, a sacred space where His voice reaches the depths of your heart and transforms your life from within.